And a provocative war cry statement from Maulana Tauqeer, who says our lathis are not weak, drawing another controversy has snowballed into a massive row. Maulana Tauqeer made some extremely shocking statements. Earlier, remember, JDU's Ghulam Rasool Bayani had stoked a huge controversy with his insightful statement. That leader issued the bloodbath dhamki by saying that Muslims will turn cities into Karbala if any comment is made against the Prophet Muhammad. Listen in first of all to those provocative statements.
हालात इस किस्म के हैं कि देश में कानून का राज रहेगा या लाठी का राज रहेगा। अगर लाठी का राज देश में रहना है तो लाठी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमारी भी कमजोर नहीं है। माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी को धृतराष्ट्र की भूमिका से बाहर आना चाहिए और उन तमाम दुर्योधनों और दुशासनों पर अंकुश लगाना चाहिए, उन पर सख्ती करनी चाहिए। उन पर जब तक सख्ती नहीं होगी, क्योंकि ऐसे दुर्योधन और दुशासन हर जिले में गली गली घूम रहे हैं। एक द्रौपदी का चीरहरण करने की कोशिश की थी, साड़ी खींचने की कोशिश की थी, लेकिन आज के दुशासन गली गली मौजूद हैं जो हमारी बेटियों की नकाब खींचने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और हुकूमत उनकी सरपरस्ती कर रही है। गया मॉब लिंचिंग, 100-200 कुत्ते इकट्ठे होके एक शेर को मार डालें, ये मर्दानगी नहीं है। अगर मर्दानगी की बात है तो मैं फिर कहता हूं कि हमारी लड़ाई हमारे खून में है, लेकिन हम अपने मुल्क का अमन व अमान बिगाड़ना नहीं चाहते। हम अपने देश में शांति रखना चाहते हैं और अगर लड़ने का शौक है तो मैदान में लड़ाई होगी। इस तरह मॉब लिंचिंग करना और घेर के किसी एक को मार डालना, ये इंसाफ नहीं है, ये मर्दानगी नहीं। हिंदू राष्ट्र का मतलब यह है कि हिंदुस्तानी राष्ट्र, या हिंदू राष्ट्र का मतलब यह है कि तिलकधारी हिंदू, चुटिया वाले हिंदू। तो राष्ट्र तो किसी के बाप की ताकत नहीं है कि बना सके। मैं फिर एक बार चेतावनी देता हूं, खुलकर चेतावनी देता हूं कि अगर इन दुशासनों और दुर्योधनों पर अंकुश नहीं लगाया गया, इन पर पाबंदी नहीं लगाई गई, तो मुझे अंदेशा है कि मेरे मुल्क में एक और महाभारत हो सकता है।
Extremely provocative statements coming in from the side of this cleric. My colleague Amir also live with us. Amir, first of all, any reaction coming in on these provocative statements? BJP, of course, has condemned them. But what about action? Really, end of the day, the call which the nation as of now is making is to punish this type of hate.
Well, definitely, Meenakshi, there should be action taken against Maulana Tauqeer Raza, because this is not the first time that he's made such incendiary statements. He's made such provocative statements, issued such open threats in the past as well. But somehow, surprisingly, there haven't been FIRs registered against him. No clear action seems to have been taken against him in the past as well. It was just about a year back that he openly issued a threat wherein he called a large congregation of Muslim youth, and he clearly said that he issued open threats that he might not be able to control this swelling crowd, and then things will actually go out of control. So that was one threat that he openly gave. He spoke openly against Prime Minister Modi as well. Exactly. And this time, once again, it seems to be an open threat that he seems to be giving to the government as well as the entire entire setup here. Exactly. From the police to the government, that if he actually loses control, or if at all it comes to fisticuffs, the Muslim community will also rise against the Hindu community. And he seems to be talking about some kind of an internal war, civil war kind of a situation, which is definitely very, very dangerous. And the government authorities actually need to take notice of this and perhaps lodge an FIR and take further action.
And that's the big question. Why has an FIR not been lodged? Why is no action being taken? And what's also very interesting is, of course, the reactions coming in as far as the so-called ecosystem is concerned. We have leaders like Owaisi and others who are even refusing to condemn these insightful and incendiary statements.
Well, absolutely, because while in the forefront He has kept the issue of the Bhiwani deaths, the alleged murders of two who were actually involved in perhaps cow smuggling or cow slaughter. But that is something that the ensuing police investigation will actually establish. There was no need to jump the gun, make such provocative and threatening statements, because this definitely will go ahead and vitiate the atmosphere. There is a legal recourse to everything. If they believe that the police has not booked the right people, the accused are going scot-free, they can approach the judiciary, they can approach the police, the government, and therefore there are a lot of other options as well available rather than issuing direct threats to community. And this definitely is very dangerous, because he seems to be pitching Muslim community against the majority community here, the Hindus, saying that over the last successive years, Muslim community has been pushed to a corner, and this might actually
and these are the type of falsehoods, of course, which are being propagated by this cleric. The idea, as you rightly said, is to pit one community against the other. When is this type of hate going to be punished? That's the big question, of course, which everyone's asking. This man is a repeat offender, and he's not the only one. JDU's Ghulam Rasool Bayani, who we had mentioned earlier, had also stoked a huge controversy. He'd also made some insightful statements. We'll listen into what he had to say. But before that, we have Mohsin Raza on the phone line with us. Afternoon, sir. Thank you for joining us on Times Now. First of all, what do you have to say about these sort of incendiary, insightful statements being made? Okay, we've lost that phone line. We'll connect back with him once again very shortly. But meanwhile, let's listen into what Ghulam Rasool Bayani had to say.
लेकिन मेरे आका की इज्जत पे हाथ डालोगे ना, अगर मेरे आका की इज्जत पे हाथ डालोगे तो अभी तो हम करबला मैदान में इकट्ठा हुए हैं, उनकी इज्जत के लिए हम शहरों को भी करबला बना देंगे।
Amir, and that's the basic problem, isn't it? The fact that these statements are made time and again, and there is no action. Nobody cracks the whip, and that's why you have this cleric, you have people like Ghulam Rasool who go on making controversial statements after the other, incendiary statements, and absolutely no crackdown on them is seen at all.
Well, absolutely. There definitely needs to be a concerted action against all such elements who make such provocative statements or pitch communities against one. There seems to be a question being posed against them as to why they have given a long leash to this person, the chief of Ittihad-e-Millat Council here, Maulana Tauqeer Raza, who has on a number of occasions in the past
one more person needs to be questioned. You know, Amir, we need to add one more name to this list which you are mentioning. That's Nitish Kumar. Why is he also not taken action when it comes to the Karbala dare? Stay with us. We're also being joined by Rahul Ishwar. He's on the phone line with us. Afternoon, sir. Thank you for joining us on NewsX. Another controversy, another incendiary statement which has been made now. Of course, as far as you know, the Maulanas are concerned, what do you have to say about this provocative war cry, sir? Maulana Tauqeer now saying that their lathis are not weak as well.
Absolutely, this is unfortunate, this is condemnable, and some kind of legal action ought to be taken, because nobody can have such kind of a war cry, nobody can cross the line. Even Pawan Kheraji, who is a very senior congressman, has crossed the line. So there is a line of civility, decency, humility, humbleness. Every social activist, political activist, or a religious activist will have to maintain. Unfortunately, that decorum has not been maintained, and our PM, when he is the elected Prime Minister of the largest democracy in the world, when somebody is insulting PM personally like this, it is insulting the entire electorate, the entire nation which elected him. So it is very unfortunate. I hope they will reconsider and never give to such provocation.
All right. Thank you, Rahul Ishwar, for joining us, of course, with your views on Times Now. With that, we'll slip into a short commercial break. News and updates on the other side. Don't go anywhere.